Okay, so two things. One, I'm not sure about this part of the face. I don't know how to make it look better. Oh, wait, shadow. Okay, that'll be perfect. Never mind, I figured that out. Also, my foot fell asleep and I legitimately, okay, now I can move it. I could not move it up. I've never had it fall asleep in a way that I genuinely could not move it. That was a little scary. I panicked a little bit. Whew. I'm pretty happy with the color of the hair. There's still a lot I'm not totally sure about, you know? It's a work in progress. We'll get there. I think all that, mm, not all that needs to be done, but like the most that needs to be done now is definitely a little bit more work on the hair over here, and then this this needs to be fixed. Still needs a lot of work here, but I'm happy with this part, and the hair up here.
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
Fuck you. Welcome in, boys. Okay. The eye needs so much work that I don't know what to do with yet. But I can tell you, I was way more focused before you two showed up. I can't. I can't do it anymore. And I need to eat soon because I do have work. So let's find something to watch, I guess. This is why I don't stream art. I can't do it. I can't do it. I made a lot of progress today, though. It went very well. Till you two ruined it. Bastards. Hmm. What to watch? Streamed editing yesterday. I thought I saw that for a minute. Like it took double the time. Yeah, I also stopped streaming editing because I just couldn't do it. I don't know how Miko. I don't know how Miko can do that. She yaps so much and gets so much artwork done at the same time. Mm. Let's watch The Watcher. Not The Watcher, but Watcher. Nice nightlight eyes. They're scared. They're scared eyes. Scared when the cat talks. The cat on the top of my head is talking. Okay. I'll burb. I'm gonna go grab my grub. And then we shall watch something. Okay. I got orzo. Get you some too? I'll share my orzo with you, Dre. Herb. Did I watch that video? I did. That was a good video. Warzone. No. Orzo. Why do I have two window captures here? What is that for? Weird. Anyways. Okay. Had to Google what that was. I wonder what actually shows up, though. Like, how is it different from the recipe that I have? It looks a bit different. Mine has tomatoes, which I don't like tomatoes, but they go well with the dish. Bell peppers, and some seasoning, and sausage, Italian sausage. It's very good. You can't hear this. Would game audio work?
Dive into cases that
Yes,
span
it
from the
does.
creepy to the truly bizarre and everything in between. I'm Shane, and today I'll be forcing my colleague Ryan to hear all about
How's
the
that?
gruesome case of Bella Kiss, the vampire of Sincota. In the end, you'll have to decide if the mystery is solved or if it's simply a mystery.
Volume good? Good? Cool. Here we go. I gotta change the category.
So what are we talking about today?
It says right there on screen, Vampire of Sincota.
Yeah, but we can't be talking about vampires because vampires aren't real.
No, it's not a real vampire. It's just a murderer, you know. All the trigger warnings for this one. This one's murder, guys.
A little true crime then.
A little TC for the freakos, you know?
Well, I mean, you're the guy holding the pointer.
I guess I am.
Hello, it's Professor Morris Ashley, and welcome to my bar. That's right, I'm a bartender now. I make yummy cocktails on the bull. I've made a drink. Does anyone want one?
They do have great ads, I must say.
In the early spring of 1912, in the lazy...
1912?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's a long time ago.
That's when the Titanic sank.
Why do you know that so quickly?
It's an easy date to remember. I don't know. It just sticks in there. 1912. Titanic. Boom. Down. Gone. In the early spring of 1912, in the lazy Hungarian resort town of Sincota, a small hamlet on the outskirts of Budapest, life was simple when a wealthy 40-year-old tinsmith named Bella Kiss and his beautiful young wife, Marie, moved into a large, somewhat isolated house just outside of the village. No one suspected something dark was on the horizon.
It's an unfortunate mustache he's got there.
I think that might just be the shadows at play. You
Oh,
were
I
thinking it was a Hitler
I
thing?
thought it was like a Hitler stash.
I'm sure people were sporting them at this time.
And then he kind of ruined it.
He ruined it. Like you and Orange.
I feel like that was a
Hey,
good,
look, man.
like, I feel like that was a popular baseball
about to say,
mustache.
I
I
kinda
can
like
imagine a lot of
comparison
baseball
to
players having that
To be fair,
mustache back
the
then.
First World War was also darkening on the horizon, and worsening economic and political conditions had long been at the center of Hungarian social life. A massive population surge in the late 1800s caused major unemployment by the turn of the century, and those who were able to find work for starvation's wages were mercilessly exploited. The onset of war could only make conditions worse.
Any photo I've seen of this period, it's hard for people to look like they're having a good time.
This lady's happy about her baskets. Look at that smiling face.
She doesn't look, she looks like she's pouting. What are you talking about? She looks like she's carrying everything in her life. That looks awful.
Yeah, not an ideal time to be alive for
No.
a lot of people. So when a shy stranger moved into the largest house in Sincota and went out of his way to help take care of the impoverished, the sick, no one questioned him or where the money came from. Belakis was a short, introverted man, but with his distinguished black handlebar mustache, he was said to be a considerable presence amongst his peers. His wife, 15 years his junior, was known for her good looks and for being a bit of a flirt. Sounds like a nice guy, right? Showing up
Sure.
to town with his pretty, flirty wife.
That does not look
Yeah.
like a handlebar
Into the
mustache.
biggest house.
Looks like a guy you could trust, right?
That does not look like a guy. I
What do
can
you
trust.
mean? A white guy?
With a slick back hair and a mustache? At this time period?
Yeah.
I'm running, dude. I'm not going anywhere near this guy.
Reportedly, Kiss was jealous of any who sought his young wife's attention, greedy for her beauty. He forbade her from having male companions, but Bella had to travel to Budapest often for business or personal affairs. In his absence, Marie found companionship with an artist named Paul Beccari.
That second bullet's a little misleading. When you say companions, you mean like friends?
Yeah,
Okay, that's bad.
companionship.
But if it's like, I forbid my wife to have an affair, that's like, not really a fair bullet point. Like, I think that's kind of
Yeah.
like the whole point of marriage, right?
That's only something you'd have to say in like France. That's
But
true.
yeah, you can't be saying no.
That's what
no
those
male
French
friends.
are like, you know that? The small town was shocked to learn that on Christmas Eve, just 6 months or so after moving into the country estate, Marie allegedly gifted Bella a note that was the kiss of death. She had left him and run off, far away, with her new artsy paramour, to Mr. Kiss.
Oh, Jesus. I felt like I smelled that.
It's probably oats and coffee.
I could tell.
What would you do if Mari gave you a letter like this that said, Ryan, I'm
Puppy,
leaving
can I give
forever."
you a letter like that?
I guess I'd read the letter. And
Oh, never
Bit
mind.
of a blow.
That's a bummer.
Bella Kiss
I thought it was a love
bereft,
letter.
so ill with grief that the town constable Adolf Trauber sent an elderly widow, whom some sources have identified as Kalman or Miss Jakubets, to live at the house to take care of Bella. His health recovered enough that he only needed help with cleaning, but there was one room that help was always forbidden from entering. Obviously, nothing could set off a nosy old biddy more.
They just sent an elderly widow from the elderly widow service.
Yeah.
Where did it? You said it like so, like it was normal. They sent him an elderly widow
What else is she gonna
from an
do?
elderly widow lineup.
Sit around and get wrinkly? You know, you
Yes,
gotta
so.
go take care of a man.
So I guess when you become elderly and then a widow, it's like, here's your broom.
Did I jump
Now go
scare you?
Take care of this
Yeah, I
man
bet I
who's
did.
drunk at 12 p.m.
Different place, different time.
This guy's no good. He's like forbidding his wife from having friends. It's probably why she cheated on him. And then also
Certainly.
has rooms that people can't go into. No one knows where his money's from.
You know, him
I need to
saying his
turn up
wife,
the
"You
price
can't
on that
have any
redeem
male
because
companions," and then she's like, well, what
it's
about this hunky
it's
artist?
showing up in
I think he's
like
learned his lesson
every
with saying,
video I make.
Don't go into this room.
Yeah. You can't be telling people what to do.
This guy doesn't understand human psychology very much, I don't think. And so, one day, the housekeeper's curiosity finally got the best of her, and she peeped through the keyhole of the forbidden room. And there she saw large metal drums organized against the wall.
So she's elderly, she's a widow, and she's curious.
Is that ticking all your boxes
Yes.
for an eligible?
That's right. Is she available?
She assumed they were carrying moonshine, and the rumors started spreading. The constable eventually had to get involved. When questioned, Kiss explained
Pops loves
to the
that
constable
redeem.
that the barrels were in fact
I think you've
filled
used
with
it more,
fully
honestly.
legal
You both use it a
petrol
lot.
rather than illegal alcohol. As an enterprising businessman and speculator, Kiss was counting on gas prices surging in the upcoming war and was stockpiling now to be able to sell at a huge profit later. The constable was assuaged, and needless to say, Kiss got rid of the help entirely not long after that. But even before he sent Coleman packing, Kiss was already becoming more reclusive to the close-knit townspeople. Most days he was spotted in his car heading to Budapest alone, only to return in the wee morning hours when the roar of the engine was sometimes accompanied by the mirthful laughter of a female passenger. At one point,
Budapest.
prior to firing
Have
her,
they
Kiss was
said
even said
where
to have sent the elderly
this is
housekeeper
taking
on a
place? 'Cause I
paid
didn't pay enough
vacation
attention, I
So he
guess.
could bring a woman to live with him in sin. By the time Coleman returned, his lover had departed, and shortly after, she claimed an additional barrel was delivered to the forbidden room.
Now there's 5 barrels.
Multiple barrels
There
happening
used to be
here.
4. Now
Now there's another one.
I don't even know what's
Isn't
happening.
that interesting? And there seems to be a correlation between women and barrels. Women and barrels, you know? Which
Oh
is
no.
Meanwhile, in Budapest, there were growing reports of women having strange and dangerous encounters with an unknown predator. Louisa Rust, daughter of a well-known draper,
Guys, I
met
think-
a man at the theater.
I think he's putting
He
women in the
took her
barrels.
private to his country house for drinks, followed by dinner in the city, where he offered to read her fortune at his flat. Sounds like a pretty sexy night. I don't know.
I got an idea what that fortune's gonna say.
Oh boy.
It sounds like it's a barrel on that in that future.
There, he gave her a cocktail that made her feel off. She fainted, and when she awoke in the park at dawn, her money and jewelry were gone.
At least she's alive.
They had roofies
At
back
least,
then?
you know, he only just stole. If you're going to be a criminal, just steal people's jewels.
Just steal their jewels.
Just steal their jewels.
Don't kill them.
Rubies, jewels, diamonds, you know?
Yeah.
3 weeks later, a similar occurrence happened to the wife of a wealthy merchant. She was nearly run over by a taxi after church, pulled gallantly away at the last second by a man who introduced himself as jeweler Franz Hoffmann. They bonded over spirituality and a passion for fine jewels. He persuaded her to join him at his flat, where he attempted to strangle her over a cocktail. She lost consciousness. When she came to, now surrounded by police in a public location, not a single piece of her jewelry remained in sight. He really was pretty clever about gaining her trust. He saved her life. She almost got hit by
yes. She almost got
a
hit by
taxi
the
after
yes.
church. What if he paid the taxi to try and hit her?
That would be crazy.
That didn't even occur to me till just now.
That would be the weaselly thing to do, and this guy does seem like a weasel. Also, attempted to strangle, it seems like he did.
Yeah, it seemed like it, yeah.
Didn't attempt to, he did strangle.
She lost consciousness and then he took all her jewels. Both women allegedly described their attacker's flat identically, but couldn't locate it because he'd taken such a roundabout path to bring them there. 2 weeks later, a third woman came forward with a similar story. In tiny Sincota, suspicions hit a breaking point. It seemed beyond coincident that there were a few sightings of Bella Kiss with women who were never seen again. After two Budapest widows seen to kiss his country estate, they disappeared notably after taking their life savings out of a bank.
Where is
The
Budapest?
constable was forced to pay him another visit. Bella explained that
Hungary.
Anthony
It's
Hoffman
the capital of
invited
Hungary.
the women to Hoffman's place, urging the police to follow up with him instead. When they arrived at Hoffman's flat, he had already vanished. It seemed a murderer was on the loose. But so was the outbreak of war, and it had arrived even in the pastoral Hungarian hills of Sincota. Like many of his countrymen, Bela Kiss was called to enlist. He secured the country estate with iron bars in the windows and set off for the front lines. This was the last the town would ever see of him.
Oh, wow. Oh, so he just straight up, wow, that's
He's
crazy.
gone, he went to war.
Damn.
And it sounds like he didn't make it back.
I wonder if he showed them his jewels.
Do you think he went off to war wearing a bunch of beautiful jewels?
That's right.
Are you suspicious of this man? I mean, he's just going to the army.
I mean, we'll see if he ever made it there.
18 months into the war, Bela sent a letter to his next door neighbor, a Serbian immigrant named Litman, who was overjoyed to hear from his old friend. But Litman's response was returned unopened 4 months later, along with a note informing him that Bela had passed away in a hospital near Belgrade. By 1916, other townsfolk had also learned of Bela's death after seeing his name carved into a war memorial. Right around the time resources to feed the ever-growing war machine were growing more scarce. Now, been right about one thing: the war effort desperately needed petrol, and they had begun commandeering it from civilians. The commissioners who came to Sincota were pointed to Bela's abandoned estate by those who remembered the curious metal barrels they'd gossiped about years before. The constable, who could confirm the barrels held petrol, brought the
Well,
soldiers
hey, he may
to
be a
Bela's
serial
house,
killer, but
where
at
7
least he
drums
doesn't
remained.
seem
That means that
like he
constable that
also
first paid
raped
Bela
them
a visit
beforehand.
Way back at the beginning of this story.
Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
seem
When
like
Bela
it.
was like,
So hey,
"Oh,
that's a
those
plus.
barrels, that's
It's a
petrol."
plus.
He
Yeah.
didn't open one of the barrels to see that it was in fact petrol?
They're probably sealed shut, you know?
This guy's the worst detective of all time.
When they opened the barrels, they were disappointed to find what appeared to be wood alcohol instead. Then, they were quickly horrified to to find that beneath the surface were bound and folded
Wood alcohol?
colored naked female bodies.
What does that
Now,
mean?
some say that one of the drums held Paul Beccari, Marie's artist lover, that she had allegedly run away with when she left Kiss, calling this entire origin story into question. Was his wife buried somewhere on the property as well? It's a fair question, right?
Yeah, that is fair.
The artist, the hunky artist, in a barrel.
Yeah, fold it up. That's,
He got folded.
Jesus Christ.
Now, allegedly, some of the victims had puncture marks on their neck, and the bodies were drained of blood.
Oh.
Some speculate
He's a
the blood
vampire.
draining was to keep the corpses from rotting, as it's basic embalming practice. But it didn't do much to deter from popularizing Bella's new nickname, the Vampire of Cinquota.
Dude.
Resources for
Wow.
local law enforcement were scarce with the war just outside their doors, but the determined Detective Nagy was put on the case. Behind a heavily locked door, he managed to find all the evidence they needed to close that case. An office full of books on poisoning and strangling,
You know,
and a desk full of letters.
I never thought about how, I guess, if you wanted to get out of a war back then, just be a policeman. I mean, they couldn't draft them, right? I mean, they had to have somebody police them. Then again, there is also
that
military
Bella had
police.
lured to their death through newspaper
So I don't know.
outlets. I don't know why you would need a book on poisoning or I mean, poisoning. I
Poisoning,
understand.
sure, you gotta concoct the poison. Strangling feels pretty
Just a
self-explanatory.
picture book.
Just a picture of the Wolfman, just strangling people.
One of Bella's advertisements read, quote, "Bachelor, aged 40, lonely, good income from commercial enterprises, desirous of corresponding with educated lady with a view to matrimony." Kiss reportedly received 174 marriage proposals and accepted about 74 of them.
What?
Jesus Christ, this guy was swiping left and right. There was no picture of him.
Dude, I
attached
can't even
to
get
this?
one
That
date?
You got that many
What do you
hits off
mean?
of just this sentence?
Maybe back then that's all it took, you know?
I guess so.
Educated, I got money, don't worry about it.
That's right.
Would you like to marry me?
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Update your Hinge profiles.
Bella would romance women in their homes, assessing their vulnerabilities. For example, if they had family or friends that would notice if they went missing. Most didn't meet his requirements to move on to the next step. Instead, he might just convince them to send him money and then disappear. But roughly 20 of these women made the journey to Cinquota to meet their terrible fate at his hands. He
20?
even convinced people to send him
Damn.
money. He was like, "I am a wealthy bachelor. Wouldn't you like to marry me?
Give me your
First,
money."
Give me your money. I too have a passion for money. Please send some to me."
Yeah, that's crazy.
20's
Women were
big.
lured
It
into
doesn't,
Kiss's
from what
Budapest
I've
apartment.
learned about
After poisoning and
serial
strangling
killer
them, he
history
would steal
over
their
the years,
valuables and bring their bodies to Cinquota,
like,
where
even
they were
reaching
preserved
10 is,
in the
like,
alcohol-filled
not
drums
super
until they were buried
common.
inside. Detective Nagy reportedly contacted the drum supplier and learned
20's
that
a
far
lot.
more than
That's a
7
big
barrels
number.
had been delivered to the Kiss household, leading to excavation all over the property. Prisoners of war were tasked with uncovering the rest of the bodies, which were exhumed in the garden and woods surrounding Bella's home.
That's a strange.
Like, most
little
of them either
detail
kill
in this
themselves
case.
or
Not
get
only are
caught
these
by
cops bad at their jobs,
that point.
They're lazy. They're like, I don't want to go search for these bodies. It's going to be gross. Let's make the prisoners of war do it.
They did a lot with prisoners of war back then. They just made them do stuff, you know.
Yeah, look for bodies.
Ultimately, it was believed that Bella killed at least his wife, her lover, 23 other women, and another man. Of the 26 bodies found on the property, 14 were identified. Let's be clear, this is a bad guy.
No, I don't think you need to say that when his
This-
picture is next to those bullet points.
This is a bad guy.
I mean, I could have told you that. The mustache.
No good, piece of shit.
The mustache.
It's
from
always the
beginning.
mustache.
Yeah, you did call it. One woman was said to be identified by her wedding ring, which she had absconded with, as well as with a small fortune, when she left her husband to run away with Bella Kiss. Though, because her husband had also died in the war, the police did not pursue her case further, which was, all in all, the general tactic that law enforcement took.
You can't just
This-
cut to a picture like that, go full screen without warning me. That was
This-
jarring.
So this allegedly is Bella at war.
This is the guy, the
I-
Casanova that's luring
That
all
is a
these
much more
women to his
prominent
apartment?
mustache than
I
what we
guess
saw
if
in the
you,
other
like,
picture.
Get rid of that mustache.
Come to my apartment. I have jewels.
He does kind of have vampiric qualities to him. It was solved. The culprit was already known to have died in the war. There were too few resources and not enough time for more justice than had already been served. But then something strange occurred. people began to report seeing Bella in Budapest. Detective Nagy's work was clearly unfinished, and he needed to know. How in the hell was a dead man traipsing around the Queen of the Danube?
I mean, I suspected that maybe he never went to war. Then I saw this picture of him.
Clearly.
At
I've
war,
never seen
so-
such a soldier.
Yeah, if the last thing on earth that I saw was that mustache, I'd be so sad.
It'd be very sad. Okay, let's get into the theories. It's theory time. We have no fun activities for this one. It's a story about women in barrels. So,
Yes.
theory time. Hey, look at that. It's the theory board.
I knew I
Wow!
was just about to say that looks like the theory board.
No, I said, yeah, no, hang on a second. It's a theory board over there?
Oh, that is a theory board.
Okay,
All right.
let's get into them. Theory one. It was a case of stolen identity.
Oh. Look at that guy looking at that headline right
He's like, no, hang
Stolen
on a minute.
identity.
What's going on right here? That's a nice hat, huh? Anyway, you can see we got a lot representing the theory here. Some maps.
Walk me through it. Walk me
Okay.
through it.
Nagy reportedly traveled to the Serbian hospital where Kiss was said to have died. The nurse and hospital staff who treated him were shocked that the sweet young man they had known could be capable of such atrocities. They described their patient as a tall, blonde, blue-eyed Nordic type, rather than the short, swarthy, middle-aged, mustachioed man known to Bella's compatriots. Huh?
That's not
That's
him.
not
That's
him.
not him.
Short, dark-haired,
No mustache. No blue eyes either.
no blue eyes, dark eyes.
Detective Brain.
And so, it was supposedly uncovered. Kiss may have swapped papers with a fatally young soldier named Makari, who had died shortly after.
So maybe he did go to the war, but then he saw an opportunity.
Exactly right. He did a Don Draper.
Because he knew back home, bet you they found my barrels.
Some believed that rather than make an easy escape, Bella had returned
Hate it when
to
people
Budapest
find my
using the young
barrels.
soldier's papers to tie up loose ends. Though, once authorities had access to his stolen identity, they found no trace of Bella in the country. Some believed he had fled to another large European city, probably London or Paris. And officials across the continent were alerted that a mass murderer of Bella's description was on the loose. Witnesses came forward to claim he had been spotted again in Budapest in 1919, while by the next year, there were reports spotting him from Romania to Turkey. What do you think of that one?
I mean, it's pretty compelling. It seems like that's what happened.
He seems to be a clever fellow.
A slippery guy.
Yeah, a weasel, if you will.
Sure.
A dirty weasel.
Hey, look, once you show you're capable of strangling people and putting them in barrels, I think you could pretty much do anything that's horrible.
Strangling's a lot. Yeah.
a
I
lot.
mean, like, I feel like it's one thing to shoot someone with a gun,
Yeah.
but to strangle them is a lot.
You prefer
It's
those
very
things
personal.
when you do it.
Based on my experiences having done both. Theory 2. He joined the French Foreign Legion. Rumors and reported sightings from both sides of the Atlantic continued to fuel the legend of Bella Kiss. However, the next solid lead on him was said to be at least 5 years later, when a man enlisted in the French Foreign Legion told the Parisian police that while deployed, a soldier named Hoffman.
That was the name of he gave the police
That's right.
to go look at Hoffman.
Look at this little
I
mouse.
wrote that down in my notes.
Did you?
No.
Oh, write it down now.
Hoffman.
Good.
Dustin Hoffman.
No, you're getting that wrong. That's a different guy. A soldier named Hoffman had spent long nights in the desert entertaining their fellow comrades with stories of how he had once loved like a true Lothario and strangled beautiful women throughout Hungary.
He included the second part in his tales.
Yes,
And then the rest of the guys were like, hell yeah.
I guess.
That's incredibly odd.
If a friend comes to you and brags about something like that, don't wait until a detective comes knocking on your door several years later and then go, oh, you know what, I guess
He did say that one time.
That was a
in the
pretty
desert that he
strange thing
strangled
to
a bunch of
hear.
women.
Just go tell people about
He actually
that.
gave me a book about it.
Right? Hey, I'm done with this one. I know this one front to back.
If your friend tells you that he's strangling women, you read that book and then you strangle him.
Yes,
That's
exactly
how it
right. Word got to Detective Nagy that details in the stories matched the Kiss case. But by the time he contacted the French Foreign Legion, Bella or Hoffman had already disappeared.
is. Slippery into the night.
Yeah. I mean, this almost goes hand in hand with these two things because he could have fully taken someone else's identity and gone over to
It
the
could be a
French Foreign Legion.
subset.
Yeah. On to theory 3. Bella Kiss escaped to America. In 1932, a New York City detective named Henry Oswald was sure he spotted Bella Kiss in Times Square. But before he could pursue him, the figure vanished into the crowd. Some say they were able to trace Kiss to a Manhattan apartment where he was working as a janitor, but when police investigated, he disappeared yet again. On both sides of the pond, Bella Kiss was never even close to getting caught, and no further murders could be attributed to him. But as murky as his ending was, the legend itself is also up to interpretation.
Can you flip his picture around? I don't like looking at his face.
You don't like that? I can
like
turn him around.
Yeah,
What if he was on the other side? I'd be like,
oh, Jesus! His haunting eyes.
Put that there. Yeah. Bye-bye. There are many conflicting reports on the case and very little consensus as to what is fact and what is lore, with seemingly many details lost in translation as the story passed from a deeply aggrandized small-town scandal to a case for Interpol. Well, in the face of a war that redefined warfare for the modern age and the collapse of an empire that had stood stalwart for centuries, for a small Hungarian town, the case of Bella Kiss was both the scariest thing they had ever faced and as transient as village gossip. The murders of dozens of women so nearly went unnoticed and forgotten as the world burned in the fires of the Great War. As it stands, their killer went free, never to be sentenced to justice except for, perhaps, by his maker. But where did he disappear? Well, that remains a mystery.
Wait. Oh, no.
That's it. He got away with it.
Why isn't he caught?
Because he's too slippery.
God damn, dude.
Yeah.
He probably died of old age somewhere.
I mean, all three of these things, frankly, could be true. He could have done this and then
I was
that,
about to
and
say,
then
he
that.
could have done all three of them. Unless he actually was caught and you're about to tell me right now.
He got us. No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Truly, the freakiest thing about this is that they almost did not uncover it at all. If they hadn't gone looking for petrol, maybe they never would have known.
That is true.
And at the very least, here in this modern era, we can say, hey, fuck you, Bella Kiss, you know?
Yeah, Bella
fuck this
kiss
guy.
my ass,
Bella,
dude.
yeah, exactly right.
God, I hate this guy.
Guess we throw our hands up on that one and just say, that sucks.
Highly upsetting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next week when we revisit a case that you may be familiar with.
It's D.B. Cooper.
It's D.B. Is there late breaking information on him?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
You're gonna be in
They
this
already
chair.
did. Hold
You're
on.
gonna be standing right there.
I know
Did they?
this place is-
They filmed this one first, but they released it
All right, bye, everybody.
later. They did the DB Cooper one first, but they filmed this one first. That's funny. They should have edited that out. Okay. I have a little bit of time. Just a little bit. So, how about we play signalis? Walk your dog. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I'm too enraptured and then Dre, refund yourself. Refund yourself, idiot. I'm too enraptured in this game to. What do you mean you can't? Model. What? I don't even know how to do it from the streamer's perspective. I only know how to do it from a mod perspective, so I cannot refund you because I genuinely don't know how to do it. But if you're modding on your computer right now, Mr. Sir, then just click the sword icon, go to where the redeems are, and refund yourself. You're not? Well, that's too bad. Get to your computer and do it then. I don't have to be live for you to do it either. Ask Poppy to refund you. Okay. I have like an hour. I can play for an hour. Oh, right. Game audio. Silly. Silly. Got a BRB. If you're going good look at work, thank you, thank you. Okay. Where were we? Why's the game so quiet? Oh, there's the volume. Thermite flare. Whoa. Maintenance key. Where do I use the maintenance key? Repair patch, gun. Let's store the shotgun. I don't know where I need this. Okay, map. I feel like we went to another area, but I don't remember where we left off. Did we even get the key to use the elevator? We must have. We must have. Oh no, we got pushed down the elevator. That's right. That's what happened. Oh yeah, and there's this strange room with this puzzle I don't understand. Fuse required. That's a lot of fuses to get. Okay. Okay. So I can't go in there. Wait, I have maintenance key. Yes! Whoa. Very cool. I like how there's a stronger echo in there. Good game design. Okay, what are... Oh, I can't go through there. Never mind. Hmm. It's a lot of... It's a lot of bodies. Ooh, okay. Cool. Owl key. The fuck is the owl key? Ammo. Is that all this was? Just a little bit of ammo? Okay. I mean, I can't be mad about that, but... Ooh, another poster. I love looking at these posters. Very cool. Very cool. I think I think we missed the revolver. It was in the X-ray, but we couldn't get into the X-ray. Not by any way that I could find out. But that's where that was. There's a lot of guys in there. I don't think that was important. Okay, What are we doing? That humming was very nice. It made me forget. We need the owl key. Oh, I want to put this in the storage before I continue. Because, I mean, it's just taking up space. I can't use it. I think it's this room. Okay. I should probably have taken the batons, the stun batons with me. I don't even know how much ammo I have. And I need to start using those a lot more. Because I need to, like, conserve my ammo. But, like, that'll take so much space, dude. Did I go down another level? Did not mean to do that. I wish I could, like, sneak slower. Sneak more. Don't turn. Okay, well, there's an... Oh! I didn't know that was open. I thought that was a gate. There was something in there I could grab. But... Due to a recent incident involving a certain starling that shall remain unnamed, I've adjusted all doors to require visible light to open. I'm gonna go back. Just a moment. I want to try for that. I don't know what it is, though. They have... Oh, it's an auto injector. Idiot, idiot, idiot. That was not worth it. That was not worth it. I definitely need a flashlight for in there. I wish I could make that loud hum quieter without making all these sounds quieter, but I cannot, and it's really annoying, actually. Okay, well, if you don't see me... Oh. Workshop key. There's a baton. That I shall take. Wait, does it? Oh, no. Never mind. Shotgun shells. You need to not... I can't pick up everything. I don't have enough space. A hole? I don't think I should go into that hole yet. Log is defective. Like, I don't know what else there's over here. Uh-oh. Okay, well, there's nothing over there. I have to go down the hole. Interesting. Hello, I see you over there. That is a med thingy. I only have one slot left. I wanna... Ooh, I can just go down here. They have another one of these injectors near them. Maybe I can sneakily grab it. Nice. Why is this humming so prominent? Like, this was not... What is this about? And why won't it stop? There's more shotgun shells. Oh, great. Okay, so I need a flashlight, is basically what I'm understanding. Ow. And there's the auto injector. There's so many guys, dude. Sure is giving me a lot of ammo, so that's nice. But there's too many dudes, bro. I bet that's the flashlight. Wonder how well I can sneak past these guys. Nope. That's a fuse. Ugh. Fuse is still good. We still need that. But ooh, freaky. Reinforced rolling shutter. This is not fair. Why are you coming towards me? You are so tall. I feel like she's taller than most of them normally. I'm not excited to fight the ones with the shield. I haven't been here already, have I? I don't think so. I have not. Whoa. So cool. Is there any point to being in here? There's something right there on the... It's just ammo. Dude, she did so much damage. My god. Uh-oh. $182. What is this? What is happening? I'm gonna walk in here. Keyhole in the painting. That's weird. What the fuck is happening? What did that say? I didn't see that. Oh, it was the same number. What is happening? What is happening to my vision? Is it just because I'm like hurt? Unlocks from the other side. Okay. Well, we have a fuse, so we can go do that now. I think I'm going to put up the gun and the ammo. And I'm going to get out these. And then I'm going to go grab all that shotgun ammo. And then we'll come back for the fuse. Okay, which of these did... Well, they all... Oh, right, that... never mind. This is the way to go. I don't think there was shotgun ammo in here. That room's too dark to go through. The hole is in there. I can't get into these other rooms, can I? I don't believe I could. No, I could not. First shells here. Did I not pick that up? How did I miss that? That doesn't make sense. That don't make no sense. Uh-oh. Get out. Okay, what rooms? There's a room left. That's the way out, I think. So, I'll go left. What are in here? Darkness. Darkness is in here. Owie. No shotgun ammo in here. Stop it. Ow. Ouchies. Ouchies. I don't remember which way to go. Let's try all the ways. Okay, there's nothing in there. One five. Oh. Huh. Wait, it killed them. Okay, well, I can't do anything in here yet because I don't have the key to that. Bitch. Okay. Survived that. Barely. Ooh, put that in. Put that in. I'll put that in. Wait, I need the fuse. Okay. Fuse. Use fuse. Used fuse. Looks pretty good to me. What am I trying to do? Okay, I think I'm trying to use... I think I'm trying to get both of those numbers to 0. Maybe not. What am I trying to do? Was there a combination or something that I've learned earlier, or is this just another puzzle that is this just like you just gotta math it out? Oh, it tells me. I got it. I didn't catch that. Okay, I did it right. I think. Yeah. 800 and 230. Looks like an engine for powering a looping paternoster lift system. I don't know what that means, but I think that means the elevator working now. Cannot get to it though. Maybe another elevator here? Also no. I haven't obtained any new keys. Maybe this room has elevator? Yes. No. That is not an elevator. But maybe that... No, because I don't have a key. Well, what do now? I don't have any items. Oh, maybe that's open. Yes. That would make sense. It is not. It also said I need like a lever for this. Yeah. Shit. Oh, wait, that looks like... I see that on the map. Oh, this thingy. Do I go up or down? I'll go down. And then we can open a door somewhere. Library key. Dude, there's so many places. So many locked up places. So much. Too dark. I don't have the flashlight module. Yay. Ooh, a war room. What are this? Home of New Nations Government. So, where are we? Bouillon. I think this is just for lore. Or... Okay. Yeah, that's just lore. Cool, I guess. Wait, can I go down again? What? No. No, I cannot. Just brought me back. Oh. Not quite. Of course, of course. Whoa. What are you doing? What is that? Heavy box fashioned to look like an owl. Ooh, the owl key. That are what I need. Can I pry it from your hands? How do I get that off you? Shit. Out of slots. I wonder if I take this back up to the very top, if I can. Back to 5. I don't want I don't want it. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. Oh, here. That was dumb. Of me. It worked out, though. Okay, you cannot take it back to 5. Bummer. But I can open that shutter now. Let's put you in there. You in there. What floor was that on? Was that on 6 or is it this one? It's 6. Okay. It was in... No, it was not on 6. Never mind. Why am I going the long way? Let's just go back down the ladder. Further down the ladder. Are any of these openable? Or is it just one lockbox? I think there's only one. Okay. First door. Get me down there. Nice. Another save room. Perfect. Owl key. Oh. Okay, you genuinely probably cannot hear it at all. But it's my favorite fucking Beethoven song. It's so good. It's very, very quiet. Okay, where was the owl door even? It's not. Is it that one? I think it's that one. It's on B6. Okay. Okay. I want to explore more of 8, though. Oh, right. I cannot do that. Cannot go through that door. Okay, okay, whatever. We're here. It's easy. Let's go ahead and open this one. Used owl key. Okay, maybe I will turn the music back up. Cannot carry anymore. Great. Mirror. What is that? Portable audio tape player. With a knife embedded. Can I take it? Damn it. Ugh. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with that. We're past the point where there was a tape player. Okay. So, I mean, I think that's that. So, let's go back to floor 7. Actually, this will be safer. Put this in here. Till I need it. Can never have enough saves. Okay, there's still more on floor 8. There's a lot more. So we're going to go back to that. I need to find out. Oh, too high. Too low, I mean. Where are them thingies, though? I can make like a straight shot. Oh, that's nice. There's no locked doors here. Okay, well, there's 2 locked doors. That's the painting with the key. That's our save room. Piano room. Oh, yeah. We were told about that in a note earlier. The piano room. You stay dead now. Shit. So hard to avoid them. Okay, we don't have the shutter thing, so I cannot go. I cannot go back up here for a little bit. Oh, briefing room. Why does it say that it has something I can do? We can go up there, though. I don't think. Let's just double check this room. Oh, cannot do that. No light. No lights yet. Herb. It's locked. I don't have that key. Bitch. Okay. That was our last injector. Now we're going to start using these to defend ourselves properly. You cock. What this? Mineshaft access elevator. Oh, wait, that's what we need. Need an administrator's key. Okay, so I get the feeling the administrator's key is like a New Game Plus thing, and it helps you get through the game quicker with more shortcuts or something. That's what it feels like. Something about the piano room. There it is. Officially sick of Yules next door. They've been listening to that stupid song nonstop since the piano room was locked down. Okay. There's a way we can borrow a key so we can get in the dorm. Okay, so there's nothing really of importance in the piano room. It's just a safe spot. Good to know. You missed. Juked him. There you are. Yes. How do I... Is that really going to take up a space? Oh, this game is so annoying. This game is so frustrating, dude. Eagle key. I walked right into you. Oh. They fucking suck, dude. Ooh. Oh, that did not go how I thought it would. No uses? What do you mean? What the fuck just happened? Okay, are we good? Are we good? Oh my god. Oh yes. Let me use this. Wish you could drop items. Oh, what this? Oh god. Oh, you fucking cunt. I only have one more of these. These do heal over time. Okay. Whoa. That look cool. No, thank you. Don't want that ammo. Bamboo plants. Oh, hey. You're a person. Why am I supposed to be in the mine? Oh, thank you for that pointless sequence. Okay. I guess I can climb back up that ladder, but what is this over here? Nothing. Okay. I guess it's just a little secret thing. I don't know, because I mean, it's pointless. At least seemingly. Okay. Where haven't we been? I think we've been everywhere on this floor. Oh, there's a room up there that's dark. Oh, that's the room we got the flashlight from. So, we could... Where's the entrance? Is that up there? I think it is. Yeah, that's up there. Let's go up there. Locked. Oy. Okay, I need to grab the gun. Because this ain't cutting it. Grab the gun. Go. Okay, until we get more keys, we are done on floor 8. So... let me double check this floor. But I don't think there was anything else here for me right now. No. Nothing else here. Did floor 6 have a blind room? It did. Far right. The far right end. Repair bay. I forgot to equip this. Let's do that. Oh, right. Through here. You cut. Nice. Nice. I'll leave that there for now. That injector. What is this? What is this? I mean, I know what this room is, but why? Adhesive tape. What do I need that for? Weapon case? Man, I don't have a lot of inventory space. I don't want that. Whoa. I don't have a key to the weapon case. What happens? Nothing. Oh, well, let's take the shotgun rounds and get the fuck out. You can't. Oh, my flashlight gives me away. That's what's happening. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Herb shotgun rounds. Let's. Oh wait, no. Get that. Give that back. I don't need the tape yet. So. But I wanna look at this. I don't have a key, so I guess I can't do anything. Save. Why is there a square on this one? It's weird. Okay, that's floor 6 done for now. And floor 8. Okay, so just floor 7 now. So we should find the key. Hopefully. Wait. This floor also had the shutters. Okay. So we're gonna have to go grab that as well. Oh my gosh. Give this. Wait, I can't get this back? Okay, then maybe it didn't shut the shutters that we took it from. Because if it did, that would not be okay. Okay, I just need to go all the way to the left. Wait, wasn't there a room on the floor 8 that needed this also? I need to reload. Okay. Oh, island key. Okay, that's probably for the painting. That's gotta be for the painting. You can't see me. Hunter's key. Maybe the gun case? Ooh, wait, no, that's probably for the lockbox on 6. Up. Give me a reprieve. I need to know where to go. Okay, we're at the... Oh my gosh, it's so fucking annoying. We're at the bottom. We need to go up. Postbox. Shit. That's a much better song to play than the heavy clanging. Like, it's much less annoying. Postbox key required. Okay. Never mind. Let's try the weapon case then. Nice! And now we have the revolver. Okay. So that's how we get it. Okay. Swag. Swag. We'll need to grab the rest of the ammo for that then. Back to floor 7. Can you not be standing right there? Thank you. Workshop key. I don't remember where that is. 6th floor. I'm glad it tells me. That's very nice. Workshop. Gotta run the gauntlet again. Wrong door, of course. Of course I go through the wrong door. Go in! Sweet. Fuck yes. Inspect. Ah, and now I have to go grab the cassette again. That's so annoying. Wait. No, that's floor 7. Never mind. Yep. Okay, what would be easier? Going to floor 7? Okay, yeah, that would be easier. And then, where's that room? Up here. We also, actually, we don't need this module right now, which is good. I'm gonna save again. It's because I'm short on time. I need to be saving as soon as I can. Okay, back to floor 6. To the workshop. This one? Yes. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Hold on. I have to go put the tape on it. There we go. What floor is it? Wait a second. Is it on floor? It's on floor 6. Okay. I don't know why I got tripped up for a second. An audio tape deck. Wow. What do I do? Audio tape deck wired up to the broadcasting unit. What do you want me to do from... Hello? Oh, maybe it has a frequency I can get to? 142. Why? Why did I do that? Excuse me? What did that do? I wonder if it'll wake up that chick. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'll go back down to floor 8. Oh, this is 7. Oh, so quiet down here. Oh, I'm so smart. Hummingbird key. Where does that go? Hummingbird key. Dude, there's so many doors. How am I supposed to know which one it goes to? I want to say it's East Hallway. We'll find out, I guess. Oh wait, it'll tell me. That's right. It'll tell me on the item. 8th floor. I was right. I was right about this location then. Bitch. Eagle key. Why is it making me just loop around to a bunch of random rooms to get a key, to get another key, to get another key? Gotta give me the other number. Two, two, two. I think I take damage the longer I'm in here. I definitely do. Okay, well, they're dead. I cannot see anything, though, because I don't have the light. Ouchies. Ouchie, ouchies. Ouchie, wouchies. Okay, we need to get to a save room. We need to grab the flashlight and health. Okay. That is all I got for today because I have to go to work. So, sadly. Why every time I close the game I get an achievement notification, but it doesn't show me the achievement, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. I would like to stream again tonight, but I highly doubt that I will really have time to after work. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'm very happy with what I did get done on my art. I would have liked to get more done, but I am happy with what I got. So, thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a good day. Toodles.